Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks for clicking on the dreaded D-Rose report. Got a little bit of news here. Nothing major went on too much except one thing. Anyway, coming out of the other night's NXT tapings, some of the top matches for April 1st NXT TakeOver Dallas, is what it's called this time. That's going to be done during WrestleMania 32 weekend. Is WWE NXT title match going to be Samoa Joe taking on Finn Balor. WWE NXT Women's title match going to be Osaka taking on Bayley. NXT Tag Team title match, which I think is taking care of all their titles here so far. Chad Gable and Jason Jordan taking on Dash and Dawson, and Sami Zayn taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. Should be one hell of a match. All right, at least some of the talent on the WWE roster were expecting Daniel Bryan to make his WWE return at Royal Rumble on last Sunday, but of course, return didn't happen. It was being talked about, even though Bryan has been cleared by WWE doctor, hasn't been cleared. There you go, by WWE doctors, but noted last week that Bryan had been cleared by a concussion specialist at UCLA. But not by WWE and Joseph Maroon. I don't know whether they're trying to err on the side of safety or just, what it is. And at one point, WWE officials reportedly told Bryan outright that he would not be cleared, and he has been offered other non-wrestling roles in the company. They're trying to get him to stop it, but once you're a wrestler, you always want to go back to it. Bryan argued the case in front of Vince, and Vince said probably wouldn't be cleared, but didn't say 100%. Rapper Whale was at backstage Royal Rumble on Raw. He told TMZ he's back on good terms with the company after being blackballed for almost 2 years after punching a fan in the face at the 2014 Raw in Washington, D.C. I don't know if you remember that or not, but WWE rep told TMZ there was never an official ban on Whale just, being at WWE events, but Whale posted photos with Triple H and Vince McMahon told TMZ he wants to work for WWE. He says, I actually want to work there. I don't know if Vince or Triple H heard about good Whale or bad Whale, but or if they even know who Whale is at all. Well, I'm sure they know who he is if he punched a fan in the face. Don't know what brought that on, though. Anyway, as noted, WWE NXT taped a big Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn 2 out of 3 fall match. I think it was a couple of nights ago at a taping. The match went almost an hour and said to be really good. And before the match happened, Sasha Banks, Hideo Itami, and Michael P.S. Hayes, Larry Zbyszko were brought out to ringside for a camera shot for the crowd. And then they get out of here. Took them to the back again. And as noted, old Road Dogg, BG James, Jesse James, whatever you want to call him, revealed on Twitter that Naomi's been out of action with a dislocated, not dislocated, but undisclosed injury. Anyway, she tweeted the following and said she'd be at ringside. She was not at ringside, just she'll be back in action next week. Undisclosed. Look, never know what that one might be. She might have a headache. Trinity Fatu, which is really her real name, said, no need to worry. I've been dealing with a health issue, not ring related. I'll probably be making getting ready to rumble next week. And she got a question mark. Horace Hogan, which I hardly ever hear anything about anymore, and Brian Knobbs, don't hear anything about him anymore since Hogan was taken off of TV on his show. They were among former WWE stars in attendance at Tuesday's SmackDown taping in Tampa. Friends of the Hulkster being in attendance led to rumors that the Hulk himself was there, but there's no truth to that rumor. And I don't know if they would let him in the door for sure or not. Adam Jones of Tool was backstage for last night's NXT taping at Full Sail University. Sheamus turned 38 years old. I got some news on him here in a while, here on his birthday, you might know. WWE taped the following matches for let's see, this is Friday. You've probably already seen it. Neville taking on Callisto. Dolph Ziggler and Titus O'Neil. Uzo taking on Miz and New Day. Highlight reel, of course, was Roman and Dean Ambrose. AJ Styles took on Curtis Axel. I'm gonna have to watch it. I taped the thing, so I got to watch to see how good that match was. And Charlotte with Ric Flair took on Natalya. Ambrose Rose. Well, I'm glad this is Friday. Ambrose, Reigns, Jericho took on Wyatt, Roman, and Harper. Nikki Bella tweeted following today after undergoing neck surgery. She says, nurturing. See what I mean? I'm glad it's Friday. I'm only about halfway through. Hang on. This could get funny. Surgery was a success, she says. Feeling great. Thank you for all your thoughts and prayers, Nikki. It also looks like Austin Aries will make his in-ring TV debut at NXT March 30th episode, and he worked a match at last night's TV taping against Riddick Moss. Who's that? Indie stars brought back for this week's NXT taping were Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Jesse Sorensen, Mary Dobson, Danny Burch, Corey Hollis, and John Schuyler. I don't know why they were brought back. As noted, WWE confirmed that General Manager Steven Regal announced that Nakamura's debut last night on the tapings. He will face Sami Zayn at TakeOver Dallas, WrestleMania 32 weekend. All right, today's news. A new team for TNA, a new group, faction, I don't know what you want to call them, but it's Abyss, and Crazy Steve is now being called Decay. And new women's wrestler that's with them, her name's Rosemary. She's a Canadian woman wrestler, Courtney Rush, in case you want to look her up. No word yet if TNA and champion Matt Hardy's wife, REBY Sky, has signed a TNA contract, but she's now with the company and on a regular basis going forward. So she's probably on a pay-per event, whenever they use her. And get that baby out of the ring. I cringe when I see that. TNA posted videos with Kurt Angle talking about what he could be his final UK visits with TNA. He wants to retire, but from TNA. March to WrestleMania live from Toronto will take place Saturday, March 12th at the Ricoh Center, Coliseum in Toronto, Canada, and will air on the WWE Network Live. Ricoh Coliseum has updated their preview for the show, and it looks like the main event is going to be Roman Reigns taking on Sheamus. Now, Sheamus again. Just hang on a minute. All right, so here's what it looks like so far over there. They got Roman Reigns taking on Sheamus, got Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman going to be there, Luke Harper with Bray Wyatt, and Chris Jericho with a highlight reel, and AJ Styles making his WWE debut in Toronto. Then, of course, we're going to have New Day, Miz, Paige, Brie, and Usos. Former WWE star Bob Hardcore Holly, 53 years old today. Nikki Bella said, "Morning, feeling better every day. Can't wait to train again, even if it's just basic training I'm in. So just call me Superwoman." All right, about Sheamus. I don't know how serious this is. Sheamus revealed earlier that he's wearing a cast, indicating an injury. Well, according to PWI Insider, he is suffering from tendonitis in his left arm. I always thought older people got that. Ain't what I just say. He's 38. Sheamus has been pulled from the ring, and there's no timetable on his return, but the cast will put on his arm for a precautionary measure to help protect it while he's healing. So he'll be on TV, but he'd be in a limited role. Probably every time he comes out, it's probably a removable cast to be able to take off and do whatever he wanted to interfere in whatever match he wanted to, and then slip it back on again when he goes backstage. All right, Park City, Utah, January 28, 2016. WWE Studios and Blumhouse Productions announced today they have acquired all world rights to the Sundance film Slay. Anyway, it's a division of Slumhouse. I'm about done. It's a division of Blumhouse, run by John Heyman, will oversee the release and marketing and stuff. What it is, WWE is going to be doing, they're going to be promoting it on platforms like their flagship programs, Raw, SmackDown, digital media, social media, WWE Network, to market the film. They're doing the marketing. Really, I don't think any wrestlers are in it, but it's just to make a little bit of extra money doing marketing, and they got the platform to do it on. So before I mess up any more names and words, thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.